Good afternoon. This is the vet from Trinity. As I said yesterday, I was admitted into rehab at Sierra Medical Hospital here in El Paso, and I was brought over by ambulance with the EMS was a very good um veteran by the name of Doran. He did a good job. He made sure that I was in my room properly. The lights were on. He made sure everything was very okay. And I had a restful night. I am back here in Sierra, the same hospital, on the same floor I was in when I suffered my stroke 2 years ago. And the people have treated me excellent. My day start off with a good breakfast. The breakfast here, I guess I got a new chef, was good for a change. It was very good. And after breakfast, I had my occupational therapist come in, and he helped me. I took a shower. I try to do as much as I can independently. You know, my right arm is still not 100%, but the therapist helped me. I went to the restroom and took a nice shower. It was good. He helped me. He also helped me get dressed, and then after a while, we went down and performed some tasks, occupational tasks. It was very good. You know, I've been treated super. So I can't complain. Now, as I sit there here, by myself, I have some very thoughts. I'm trying to keep as positive as possible, because when you're lingering here by yourself, you start thinking all the some weird thoughts. But you have to stay positive. I stay positive. I would rather the military have given me the help years ago and wait until the less percentage and help. My health is more important than anything else. So I encourage you veterans out there. Don't stop. Keep on going. I told you guys about different organizations that have helped me. And there's one on Facebook, the Veterans to Veterans Information. They put out a lot of information to help veterans. So if you guys get a chance, go and look at it. I think it was started by Miss Yvonne Brooks, and she's pretty good. And it answers all your questions. And it keeps you in contact with a lot of veterans that have been trying for years. Like I said, the newer veterans are getting there 100% a lot quicker. But the Vietnam era veterans, and we have a hard time getting proving our case. There's one guy said there he was at the Utapau and a few other places where we now know that we're exposed to Agent Orange, and still he has a hard time getting his compensation. For some reason, there's some people at VA that believe it's their own money, and they're waiting for us to die out, and we're dying out pretty quick. Because, like I said, when we came back, I was not one, did not set really foot in Vietnam. I got there and they kept me at the airport at Tunstead. But after that, I went to Utapau. I was actually assigned with duty at Samizan, and then I had a signal detachment at Utapau, and there was a station. Let me tell you something. Right now, everybody's so uptight about races and stuff like that. Well, we had fun when I first got to my detachment there at Udapau. Uh, we should have a sergeant, a E7. His name was Frank Lopez, and we should tease him all the time. you know, he was as you would say he's Castilian Spanish, and we just say no, you're not. You're Mexican, and he didn't like that. I say furthermore, you're not even a real Mexican. You're a Puerto Rican, and that is one of the worst things you could say to anybody. But we used to have fun. In the office, we had the support people. I was one of the support people. We had a Mexican. He was our clerk, Mario Anthony Garcia. He was out of Chicago. We had Ron Bretz. I can't remember exactly where he's from. He was either from Indiana or Ohio. As he was an Anglo guy, he was a generator operator. We used to have fun all the time. And then we had the NCOIC, which is Frank Lopez, and he was a good guy, but we used to tease him because we know he hated being called a Mexican or a Puerto Rican, and we did it all the time just to have fun, And he wasn't vindictive, We all took it in stride. He would get mad, but we had a wonderful time there at Ruth Powell. It was nice. And then in the evenings, we would go into Newland. We take a BART bus to the front gate and go on down to Newland and have some fun there in the clubs down there. You know, One of the things you had to be careful though in those days, because if you see a real pretty Thai woman, you got to be careful. So we had to check and make sure there was we used to call them katoys before they started calling them lady boys, but the katoys, and they were better dressed than some of the females and better looking than some of the females. So I had my own method of checking them out. I got slapped a few times, but hey, well, it was fail safe music method. Uh, it's like I can't tell you. YouTube wouldn't let me tell you exactly what it was, but it was surefire method. You know, it was exciting. We have all these pretenders going to Bangkok now and talking about how life is in Thailand and stuff like that. I don't care where you go. This is one of the best countries. Life, it may not be a cheap country to live, but there's so much things going on in the United States. I am proud to be a citizen of the United States. I'm very proud. And I tell people, I am glad my parents had the guts to come to this country as immigrants. We have a presidential candidate now, I'm not going to name, that's called immigrants are poisoning the blood of United States. No, we're not. We have done more. Immigrants have more been dedicated to this country. Like I said, my family have gone all the way to put their lives on the line for this country, just to show our support. Because coming from a country like Trinidad, where things were hard, especially in the 50s and 60s, and the United States gave us an opportunity. When we first come here, people think to West Indians was more or less the docile black people, and what it was the way we were brought up in the West Indies, especially in Trinidad in the 50s and 60s. The man said if you behave yourself, you would get ahead. So our parents were like, follow the rules, do everything you're supposed to do, and get ahead. So when they brought us to the United States, we looked at the opportunities that were around and realized that, hey, America was ideal for us. Because it had so many opportunities we couldn't have back in Trinidad. I love Trinidad, but the opportunities were not there. So I am very loyal to this country. More loyal than most people that are born here. Because I saw the opportunity we had. I came here as a poor kid. When I was 19, I joined the Army. I gave them 21 years, 11 months, and 2 days. I did okay rank-wise. I was 77, and then when I got to 15 years, I decided to be a Chief 1 Officer 2 before I retired. Then after I got out of the Army, I came here to El Paso, and I got in a teaching program through Truth to Teachers, and I became a special education teacher. And I did that for about 13 years before I became an administrator. I became a special administrator, also regular administrator, and I enjoyed it. And it helped me tremendously, So I wouldn't have had this opportunity in the West Indies because when you had to go to school, you had to pay money. We didn't have it. We didn't have it at that time. So everything I have, I got through the United States. So then, like I said, these are the countries I'm really loyal to. Trinidad, the land of my birth, and my parents' birth, United States, and believe it or not, I also have some deep feelings for Thailand. So sometimes on YouTube, I right now there's a show I follow quite constantly. It's No Time to Be Sad. Okay, I do a lot follow Zoom to Thailand and Cooper's Thai Adventure. Those are more I relate more to, and I could see some of those things. Because when I was there, I spent the majority of my time in another Thailand place, Udon Thani and Nakhon Phanom. In fact, my oldest daughter was born in Nakhon Phanom. So I have a good fondness for Thailand. It's a place that also had some tragedy. My first Thai girlfriend, after my daughter was born, died of aneurysm. So I had some good times and some sad times in Thailand. So I'll be telling about you guys in the future. So that's all for today. I'm still here in this hospital, rehab, and the people are treating me excellent. So this is the veteran from Trinity. I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.